Welcome back, divas. Welcome back. Today I'm going to do a little pack my makeup case with me. I just finally got my own travel makeup case, like a nice one. She's here. This is the Etoile, the double size one in the shade Espresso. Dark brown has become my if you see me blinking, it's this fucking eyelash. This has become my favorite color, this like cool tone dark brown. I'm obsessed and I'm so excited to have this. We're gonna go over this. I'm gonna show you what my go-to makeup is, what I would bring that I can travel around with. Yeah, I've wanted to do like a makeup video for, well, I mean, I kind of technically already did a routine one, but this is an actual talking video, so I'm excited to go over my makeup. I'm a triple Virgo. I love organizing, so I'm gonna have a ball on this bitch. Okay, so let me just show you at least what it looks like to start off with. So the first compartment, little flat area. This is a mirror that comes out, and this is why I wanted to get the bigger size rather than the smaller size for this travel case, is because I typically struggle with having a mirror on hand when I like go visit my friends and we're all trying to do makeup and there's very limited mirror space. It's pretty decently sized. It's this big, so better than like a small little like compact for me. Really cute handle. 2 gold zippers. I want to get this monogrammed at some point. I feel like that'd be really cool. Very cute. Now for the inside, for the main compartment, this is what we're working with. Space up here for like brushes, which I'm not going to do today. We're going to be focusing on this main compartment. This comes out, but I need it. I think that this will be better for my organization and shit. I think what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna pack this like in front of me. I only have one camera that I can really work with, and I do not want to set up my camera back and forth for every fucking shot. So we'll see how this goes for how I'm gonna film this. I'm gonna work on categories instead of just jumping around. So first we're gonna do my primer. I use the NARS Soft Matte Primer. Next we're gonna do foundation. I'm not someone who typically tries a bunch of foundations, but these are my favorites that I've tried so far. My number one favorite right now, the Estee Lauder Double Wear. And I use the shade Shell. Love this diva. And my other diva, the NARS Soft Matte Foundation. And this one's in the shade Oslo. Next, concealers. For my under eyes, I love the Dior Backstage concealer. This one's in the shade Zero Neutral. Perfect for under eyes. And then for spot treatments, I use the NARS Soft Matte Concealer. This one in the shade Light 1.25 Affogato. Continuing on with like the actual face parts, I have my Merit bronzer in the shade Quince. I like to use this one for the summer, and I've been trying to find a good contour. I'm just trying to get into shifting from bronzing to contour. So right now I have the Anastasia Beverly Hills contour in the shade Fawn, which I was excited about that because, again, dear Fawn, that's me. But this one still pulls a little too orange on me. I need something that's like cool tones. So now for blush, I have 4. Well, I actually have more than 4 blushes, but I have 4 that I want to try to fit in here. If not all of them will fit, I know which ones I'll take out, because there's 2 for sure that I know I have to keep in here. My favorite blush, the Westman Atelier blush in the shade Bichette. I talked about this in a previous monthly favorites videos. It's this beautiful like red blush. I love this. This is my favorite blush. I like to use my Westman Atelier blush with my NARS blush in the shade Behave. And this one's definitely more of a like muted peach. I like to use a cream blush first and then go on top of it with a powder blush to kind of like set it, and then also add to like the places that I've missed, because I find cream blush is a lot harder to work with and maneuver, at least on my skin. So like I always need a powder blush, and This is the one I've been using and I love her. So those divas for sure made the cut. My other two blushes, the Merit Flush Balm in the shade Beverly Hills. This one's a really pretty peachy color. My last blush, the YSL Make Me Blush liquid blush. My friend Becky gifted this to me. It's a beautiful like peachy orange. I've been wanting to work with liquid blush more. I just find that's the hardest to make it work. But the shade is so pretty that I'm going to attempt to work with this. And I just think the bottle is so beautiful. I love how it looks, so I feel like she needs a place in here. This is what we're working with so far. I've been filling up these middle compartments. Other face products that I forgot to mention earlier, along with like foundation and stuff. I use this NARS Soft Matte Perfecting Powder, and I like the NARS Soft Matte collection, but I think if I were to pick only one out of the 4 divas, I would pick this one. This is a really good powder that does not dry my skin. It kind of sets everything into place, and it makes my base look so much better. I always find it looks way better when I use this. But I use the shade Cliff. I love her so much. And then in addition to the under eye concealer, I use this Pat McGrath Labs Skin Fetish Blurring Under Eye Powder in the shade Baby Pink. This is a beautiful product, by the way. Like, she's beautiful. For highlighters, my favorite one that I've been using, I use this one every single time I do my highlighter, the Merit Day Glow Highlighting Balm. So this is kind of in more of a cream than a liquid. And I use the shade Bounce, kind of like this rosy gold. I'm using it right now. Like, this is the only highlighter I'm using. And I love that it's like a sheer highlighter, so it's not like glittery. It gives you shine without being sparkly, and that's what I want. Another highlighter that I love, my favorite liquid highlighter, is the Dior Forever Glow Maximizer in the shade Peachy. Again, I love my peachy shades. She's stunning. This is if I'm doing like a more like intense makeup look, I would say. If I'm trying to stay a little more basic, I use the Merit one. And if I want more, I use this with the Merit. We are going to discuss eyebrows. For eyebrows, I have the Brown 1980 gel in the shade Dark Brown. I use this to first go over my eyebrows, kind of scoop them into place. And then I use either the Merit Brow 1990 pencil. It's a very, very thin pencil. So this one's great if I want like minimal coverage, like if I only need to fill in a few hairs. But if I feel like I need more, I use the About Face Brow Artist. This one's in the shade Chocolate Brown, and this one is also in Dark Brown. Eyeliner. My favorite eyeliner is the Pat McGrath Labs Permagel Ultra Glide Eye Pencil in the shade Black Coffee. So this is a really like espresso dark brown shade. I use this every time I do my eyeliner. This is what I use for like under my eyes, my wings, and on my when I tightline my upper lash line. I love this eyeliner so much, so much. And nothing in this video obviously is sponsored. Like, no one knows who the fuck I am. So everything was either gifted to me by a friend or bought with my own money. So I love this diva. For my waterlines, I've been using the LA Girl Perfect Precision eyeliner in Arctic White. This was $2. It's not super long lasting, but that's fine. It was $2 fucking. And you know what? For the most part, she works. I wonder if I'll have to try to get like, if Pat McGrath has a white one, I'd be really interested in trying that. But if not, I'll have to research. For mascara, I use a different mascara for my top and my bottom lashes. For my top, I use the Maybelline Firework mascara. She slays. And for my bottom lash, I use the Merit Clean Lash. I got this as a sample, and I feel like the mini size is perfect for my under eye lashes. So those are the divas I use. This is pretty much my like favorite makeup look that I try to do like almost every time I'm doing my makeup. Maybe slightly less than this but this is pretty much what I'm always going for. I like a 60s style like eyes. So I always need a cream eyeshadow. I've been using the LA Girl, this shade. I've hit pan on it. And once I run out, I'm gonna try to find a different one because I feel bad that I can't use these shades, the other shades in here. They pull really weird on my skin tone. This is perfect, but it doesn't stay a whole long time. I also think I need a primer. So I want one that's like a single eyeshadow shade that's just this. Then I have my Chanel eyeshadow palette. This is the Le Beige palette in the shade Medium. Beautiful neutral shades. I love this one. This is what I got this one for. But this shade, like this shade right there, is also perfect just on its own as a like no eyeshadow. I use this Merit Solo Shadow in the shade Mid-Century for like around my crease. This shade, beautiful. This is like what I want for like the cream shadow, just like this. About Face Matte Shadow Stick in the shade Oxide. I do this for my inner corners. I think this is Giorgio Armani. This was gifted to me by Becky. And this is beautiful, like neutral shimmer. I have this on in like my inner corners. I love this diva. So this is where we're at now. Things are falling over. Pretty much the last things we have in here are like setting stuff and then lips. And lips is obviously the product I have the most of. And we are going to go through my full lip drawer to see what I'm gonna include. So powder and setting spray. So my baking powder that I use is the Kimchi. I don't want to repurchase this. I want to get a different baking powder, but I am going to use it up first. And then the One Size Until Dawn setting spray. I just got the mini version of this. I have the full size version and it's, I think, the best setting spray I've ever used. This is replacing the Urban Decay all-nighter one for me. And I'm so glad I have a mini one. My lip liners. I think for sure I want to include the LA Girl Perfect Precision one in the shade Bare. This one and my About Face Fix Lip Pencil. These are the best, like the best neutral pink lip liners that I own. I have yet to find the perfect lip liner for me. So none of these are things that I would say is like perfect by any means, but these are good. They work for me. But I'm still trying to find something better. So for sure these two. I have two Ortega shades and they're very similar. I don't know if you can tell. One's LA Chic and one's Cinnamon Girl. Like you can see how similar they are. And I think I'm just gonna include LA Chic. I know I want to include my two favorite lip products lately, which is this Chanel Liquid Velvet lipstick. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful peachy shade. I've always been like a glossy lips type of girl, but I've been looking for a really good liquid matte lip because it stays so much longer for me. And this one's perfect. I wish it was bigger, especially for the price. But the shade is 202 Secret Chanel lipstick in the shade 402 Adrienne. I'm wearing this diva right now. Really good neutral pink. Next, I have to have one Buxom lip product because of the plumping. So I have this. It's lip plumping cream in the shade White Russian. Obsessed with this cool pink. I have this very old Dior lip oil that my friend Verona gifted me in the shade 15 Cherry, and I feel like she should be in here. She should be with the divas. Another gift from a friend is this YSL Candy Glow Balm in the shade 5B. Becky gifted me this. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Those are my like bougie divas. Now we need like a little less bougie. Ortega. This was part of the Lana Del Rey lip combo. This pulls insanely like sludge gray on me instead of this like really beautiful like light pink. It pulls sludgy gray, but I use it with this Maybelline lifter gloss in the shade Reef. Bring some life back into it, and it's like, that's my baddie lip combo. I have two About Face Cherry Pick Lip Butter Gloss, Lip Color Butter. I have to keep the Pink Peanut because this is beautiful shade. And I do love this Wicked Apple for this like really like moody dark lip. But every time I try dark lip, I feel like it doesn't suit me as well as I would hope. So I know I'm not going to be reaching for this on a daily. I want this to be like what I know I will for sure reach for while I am not at home. Do I really need that many of one product? 5 Merit lipsticks. And in my defense, 2 of these were gifts. Actually 3. 2 of these were from my mom. So like, okay. Why don't we look at the shades? Let me just get these prepared. We have the Avenue. This is a beautiful moody shade. I might include this for this to be my like, if I want to have at least one when I'm not at home, like this is a good diva. Ginger. A Peachy Queen. Bespoke, which is a newer one. Haven't gotten the chance to wear her that much yet. Aperitif? She's a red, and I feel like maybe I need a red with me. And then this one's more the matte. The others are the satins. This is the matte, and this is in the shade Classic. So this is like a pink. I'm gonna choose 3. 3 out of 5. I feel like that's good. I know I reach for Ginger the most, so she will be coming with me. I feel like Classic is the second easiest for me to work with in terms of like shade range and what I know I'll be comfortable with. And since this one's a little more matte, I feel like that makes sense to include it. So now I'm gonna swatch them. This was not the intent of this video. This might just be a little longer for me, but whatever. Whatever, girl. This one's L'Avenue. This one's Bespoke. And this one is Aperitif. Oh man, this is really hard. We're gonna go with L'Avenue, I think. I think that's the move. Yeah, that's the move for right now. I need to start using more of the stuff I don't reach for, that I like get impulsively, because I'm like, oh, I have a really good look in mind for this. And then I never continue to use it, and that's a really bad habit I have. That's something I'm working on this year. To continue with the Merit trend, I have 4 Merit lip oils. I'm gonna take 2. I know for sure I'm taking Marrakech, the peachy diva. This is the one I reach for the most. This one's the like jelly formula. I only have 1 of this, and this is in the shade Mapleton. That's Mapleton. This one is Sangria. And this one is in taupe. How do you pronounce taupe? Is that correct? And then, girl, that's taupe. Let me swatch it next to the Marrakech. So that one's Marrakech. So you can see it's a little peachier. What if I took all 3 though? But then I feel lonely. Like I feel bad for Sangria. She might be lonely. I'm gonna take taupe. I'm gonna take this diva, and then Mapleton. She's good for like summer. So I can always put things in and out. Why am I stressing, girl? I'm still having everything. I'm not getting rid of this. Then I have this Anastasia Beverly Hills lipstick in the shade Honey. It's a matte lipstick, and it's kind of this like nude, and I think I'm gonna take it because I've been trying to use this one up. I wouldn't repurchase this, but I do like the shade. I have the Half Magic Magic Drip lip gloss, and this was in the shade Frosty Bitch. A beautiful peachy like shimmer, very sparkly. In all actuality, I use probably like the same 2 or 3 products because I love my staples. I'm just a girl who loves, you know, fuck that. I don't like the whole I'm just a girl type bullshit. That's a rant for another time. Okay, I'm gonna try to fit this all in here, and then I will show what that all looks like. Yeah, that's gonna happen. Okay, this is what we're working with. And then I just have to pack my brushes. I have my little Pat McGrath eyeliner sharpener. It came with mine. Always need a sharpener. Eyelash curler. Any of the tools I'm gonna put in the front part, and like my little powder puff. Fucking like these divas, they're gonna go in the top part, I think. This was exciting. Thank you for watching. Thank you for listening to me ramble. This was really fun. I've literally like been dreaming of doing a video like this. I fucking love organizing products and just kind of doing a show and tell type vibe. Let me know if you're interested in any more like makeup type videos. I know I'm not a professional by any means, but makeup is an interest of mine. I do enjoy doing it and I have a lot of fun with it. So if that's something you'd like to see more of, please let me know because I'd be so happy to do it. Thanks for watching. Serving face. Okay, bye.